Hey, I'm Hannah Weiss, the Education Manager at the Science Museum of Western Virginia, and this is a Moment of STEM. And today there is something very important I would like to share with you. You may have figured out this little fact from where I work or what I wear, but this fact is that I am a geek. And as a geek, I was really recently reminded that 2010 Odyssey 2 exists. Now, this book is a sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey, and in it, spoiler alert, in it, they turn Jupiter into another star. And I started wondering if this is something that was possible. So I took to the internet to find out, and found out that a lot of people are questioning whether or not Jupiter could be a failed star. Turns out the answer is probably not, but the reasons that this is being questioned is kind of cool. So one big thing behind these questions is the fact that Jupiter and the Sun are made up of a lot of the same stuff. Jupiter is mostly made up of hydrogen and helium, which is what our Sun is made of. In fact, a huge reaction in the Sun, hydrogen to helium at temperatures of millions of degrees, requires both of those elements. Jupiter's a lot colder. Part of the reason that Jupiter isn't doing that huge reaction, that reaction might not be happening, is that Jupiter's pretty small. You see, if we look at brown dwarfs, and now those are things that are probably more accurately called failed stars, if we look at brown dwarfs, most of them are 10 to 13 times the size of Jupiter. So even though Jupiter, as big as it is, the biggest planet in our solar system, is so huge, it's not actually big enough for those reactions to happen. So hydrogen and helium stay a lot cooler. Another reason that Jupiter's probably not so much a failed star is that it's formed really differently. You see, when stars form, they form out of these huge clouds of dust and matter and mass, and they kind of come together. And planets are formed out of these disks that form a little bit later. And Jupiter was formed out of one of these disks. Now, that doesn't mean that Jupiter and our Sun weren't forming at kind of similar times, but our Sun had a bit of a head start. It became a star. If Jupiter had had a bit of a head start, it might have been able to become a star. So our system really does only have that one star. But that's kind of strange. In fact, most of the extrasolar, that's solar systems outside of our solar systems that we've found are 2 binary and even 3 trinary systems. So it's entirely possible that single-star systems are in the minority. I'm Hannah Weiss from the Science Museum of Western Virginia, and I'm not entirely certain I want to live in a 2-star system.